I'm not the assassin you deserve, I'm the assassin you need.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is 5 Large Fries, and what can I say? It's a big news day for both Paladins and Smite. So Smite have just released what Camazotz kit will be and what his abilities are. So let's take a look at that right now. So first of all, his passive is Lifesteal, so it's called Essence Drinker. And what this does is he gets 5% Lifesteal, like, all the time, but he also gains increased healing, which is pretty cool. But not only that, if a god dies in the game, they will leave a pool of essence on the map, and it doesn't matter whether they're an ally or an enemy, they'll all leave the same essence, and you can go over there and drink this essence up, and you gain health and mana from that, which I think is a really cool concept for an assassin. He is actually an assassin as well, by the way. They actually released that, they confirmed that as well. Now, what they did also announce is with his passive, these essence pools, if there's two Camazotz in the game, so for example, both your team and an enemy team has a Camazotz, they will have to fight over these essence pools, which is crazy. There is also a mini-map indicator for these pools, so if an enemy dies, you have a mini-map marker for Camazotz, which I think is really cool. Now, only Camazotz can see this marker, and only Camazotz can see these pools, which is really a really cool, unique concept. So I think this is going to play really well into his survivability as an assassin. Now, his first ability is called Screech. It stops on the first enemy god hit, and it releases these sonar waves about, and if you pick one of those up, you'll gain map vision of the god hit for 15 seconds, and you'll gain 15 physical power against that god as well, which I think is really cool. So it adds to that sort of single target sort of assassin feel to, well, assassins. Now, his second ability is a really cool ability. It's a line shot, it's a skill based shot, and what this does is when it hits an enemy or a jungle camp or whatever, so when it hits a god, it will do damage to them, and it will do damage over time as well. It will slow that god, and what happens afterwards is the bats return back and heal you for a tiny bit of the damage done, which I think is really cool. But not only that, is if you hit one of the jungle camps, say for example the one, it's got to be the one that drops a buff. If you hit one of those, you gain a stack of vampirism, which goes to your passive, so you can add that 5% passive lifesteal to a total of 14% maximum, because this ability has a bit of a twist, so you can stack it 3 times on these jungle camps and gain, like say, 14% extra lifesteal, which is fantastic. So his 3 ability is called Devour. Now what this does is a leap ability, and what this will do is, depending on how many enemies he hits with it, he'll be healed for a portion of the damage done, which is really cool. So it adds to that sort of feel of, you know, sustaining and, you know, just being this pain in the ass in terms of, you know, having this lifesteal, which I think is amazing. As to a sustain, I think is a personally, I think it's a great ability for him. So his ultimate is very strange. So what he does is he flies up in the air, he becomes CC immune and things like that, and he dashes forward, I believe it's 3 times, dealing damage for each 3 dash. And what is cool about this as well is the more gods he hits, the more damage he'll do. So the third god hit will take even more damage, or, you know, fourth god, etc, etc. So if you got loads of gods there, you're going to deal mass damage to them, which is a really cool ability. It's obviously can be used as an escape as well, which is really cool. And obviously if you get hit with, say, like an Ares ult, you can just use this ult to counter that, which I think is amazing. See, now Camazotz looks really fun to play. I cannot wait to play him. He looks very unique, and he looks like he's going to be an absolute pain in terms of being able to sustain. It's definitely going to be a very fun jungler to play, definitely. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like on it, share it with your friends, and subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you in the next video.